Today I'm ranking every single LEGO Valentine's Day set LEGO has ever made. From heart-shaped builds to lovey-dovey displays, we're gonna break down the worst and the best. In this video, we'll find out which set deserves a top spot and which one is gonna break your Valentine's heart. I'm over here at my tier list, and we have it all set up. So our S tier, or A, is gonna be perfect match. This is gonna be reserved for maybe one or two sets that I think are just perfect for, getting your Valentine. Second is gonna be Valentine material. The middle tier is gonna be sweet but mid. The second to last tier is just friends. And the last one, which you're gonna reserve for one set, is block and delete. Starting up first, we have the first Valentine's Day set ever made by LEGO. This was made in 2010, and in order to afford this set nowadays, it's gonna cost you $34. I think that's a little extreme for what it is. We look at this build, it's very simplistic. There's not much going on, and it looks like a lot of pieces you could be able to find in your bin from when you were a kid. So, just looking at this set, I think I'm gonna put it in just friends. I think if you got this for someone, they'd appreciate it, but there's just so many better options if we look at the list below that you could get your Valentine that would make them feel so much more special, and is probably around the same price. So unless your Valentine is an extreme LEGO fan and is gonna know that this set is got some rarity to it, they're not gonna appreciate it as much as some of the other sets on this list. The next set we have is the Heart Book Poly Bag. This set nowadays costs $16, and you look at it and it's pretty basic. There's not much going on. I think the heart shape looks a little weird, and they probably could have made it look a little better if they put more effort into it. This set was released in 2011, and overall, there's nothing that special about it to me. I think if you had a little bit of, printed text inside the card that maybe said "I love you" or something sweet that your Valentine could open it and see that in there, that would be nice. So, if this set had a little bit better build and more thought process in it, I think I could put it higher, but for now, I'm just gonna put it in just friends along with the heart. The third set released in 2012 was just the plaques that say "Love You." This is actually very sweet, and I low-key like this one a lot. It's very simplistic and not much going on, but it just looks cute. Like if you were to prop this up on your desk, it would just be something cute. And I can see, a girl finding this cute, attractive. Like, I think this set is actually very good for how simplistic it is. While I do think there is better on this list, I think this set is really good for what it is. And if you wanted to buy this set today, it's going to cost you around $17 here in the US. So I'm going to put this set in sweet but mid. I actually like this set a lot. This next set also came out in 2012, and it's the Heart 2012 Poly Bag. This set is around $15 here in the US if you want it brand new sealed in bag. And I think this set isn't terrible. If you could find something smaller that you were wanting to put inside this set, it'd work really good. It'd work as a little gift box. Maybe if you got your girlfriend or whatever, your Valentine, some jewelry, this would be a perfect little box to put it in. And it'd be very sweet if you guys have a little Lego connection together and have already built Legos together. This would be perfect for that. But if you're not using it to put a gift in, I really don't see much other value outside of this set. But I think it's still pretty good for that in its sense. So I'm gonna put this set in sweet but mid, right along the Love You plaque. Next is the Valentine's Day Heart Box Poly Bag. This set came out in 2013, and it retailed for about maybe $5 a time, but now it's going to cost you $17.53 if you want it brand new sealed. This set is very similar to the last set I talked about, where it's a box, so it's meant to be opened up. And I think just if we look at it, I have to put the set above the original 2010 set, just because of the fact it's about the same build, but it has the functionality of being able to open up and put something inside of it. I also think the hearts on the front are very cute. Um, and I think the only thing that bothers me about the set is you can see a little bit of the under, I think it's tan or white poking through the heart, which is a little annoying looking at it from the front. It's kind of a little bit of an eyesore. So I think this set is worse than the last set we looked at, the heart box. So I'm gonna put it just friends, but I'm gonna put it above the heart if it'll let me. There we go. So we're going above the heart, but not above the heart-shaped box. 2014 is where we start getting into the really good Valentine's Day sets. This set is just called Valentine. No special name, no nothing. But for a brand new sealed version of this set, it's going to cost you $15 here in the US. We look at it, and for what it was at the time, this is very cute. I think this definitely goes above all the ones we've looked at so far just because it's an actual build incorporated. It's not just a heart, it's not just something simple. It's a teddy bear with a heart in the front of it. And the heart actually looks really good. It's got good 3D depth, it's got the good shape, and the build itself is very cute. You know, you have a cute little bear. I guess it looks like a bear to me. I think that's what it is, but it's very cute for what it is. And this set is pretty small, but it's something you could put on a shelf and it would just look good. So I think I'm gonna put this set in sweet but mid, but I'm gonna put it in front of all the other sets in this tier. This next set is from 2015 and it's the Valentine's Day dinner. I think this set is amazing. When I first looked at this set, I was honestly blown away for being. I mean, this definitely is a 2015 time set. You can tell that just by looking at it, but this set is leagues above the other ones we've looked at so far. You have a whole dinner date with two minifigures, a man and a female, and it's so cute. You have the little gift box, you have the girl holding the ring, and you have the giant heart in the middle of the table. And overall, just the build in the background looks like a nice restaurant. You got some good window, depth. Like, this set is really good for what it is. So I think this is gonna be the first set I throw in Valentine material. If you get your partner the set, it's gonna be very cute, especially if you take the extra time to make yourself out of minifigures. This is gonna be perfect for a Valentine's Day gift. Up next, we have Valentine's Cupid Dog. This set came out in 2016, and it's going to cost you $30 if you want a brand new sealed version of this set. We look at it, in this set, definitely is pretty cute. It's got the bow, it's got the heart, it's wearing a cute little bow tie, but the sides really are what throwing me off. They're really flat, and there's not much, contour in this build. And the heart looks like it's missing a stud at the very bottom. I know they don't have a stud for that, but it just looks incomplete without the full sharpness of it. I think it'd be better without that 1x2 brick at the bottom of it, but that's just not the case. And it's a cute dog, but I don't like the gray on the ears. It just throws me off. There's too much gray in this build because of the part selection and the time period. And I just overall don't like this build that much. I think this build, even though it's got more to it, it's a puppy dog, it's not just a heart, I think I'm gonna throw this one just behind the original 2010 heart. Up next, we have the Romantic Valentine Picnic. This set came out in 2017, and I also really like this set. We look at it, and if you want to be able to buy a brand new sealed box of this set, it's going to cost you $22 today. But we take a look at this set, and it's got two cute minifigures. I think the guy is holding an envelope that, maybe is a gift to his partner, and the chocolate bar is really cute. And they're having a nice little picnic in a park. We got a teddy bear, we got some strawberries, a cookie, a pineapple, just a whole bunch of assortments. Nice little mini builds, some sandwiches. Like, this is really cute. And I think this set would be perfect for anyone that had their first date as a picnic and now they're asking someone to be their Valentine. This is ideally what you would get them. I could see this, being a home run gift to give for a Valentine's Day gift. And just a little side note, the bird on top of the tree kind of reminds me of Mordecai from a regular show. So that's just another plus on top of it. But Overall, this set is really good. Do I think it's as good as the last couple set we saw where they were in the restaurant? Mm, maybe not as good, but I think it's on the same tier. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this right behind that one. Up next, we have the flower display. This set came out in 2018 and is 100 pieces. If you want this set brand new today, it's going to cost you around $10 here in the US. I think this set isn't that good. It's definitely lacking a lot, for how much it costs, almost $10 if you want it today. The builds are just so lackluster. And if we look at Lego nowadays, they have so many other plants and flower sets out right now. And the reason I didn't include those in today's video is because those aren't specifically Valentine's Day sets. These sets that I have on this tier list are labeled under the Valentine's Day tab on Bricklink. So I think the set, it came out in 2018, which was not that long ago. Lego definitely had the parts and the ability to do more with this set, but they just didn't. So it's highly disappointing. So I think the only place this set can go is very last spot of the Just Friends. The set up next is the 2018 B. And if you want this set today, it's going to cost you $20, but I think that's very fair. This is a Brickhead set, so it's got that classic Brickheads look, but I think it's very cute. The heart on the front is really stand out, and then I can't tell exactly what the bee is holding, but maybe it looks like some honey or something similar, but it's just very cute. You have the sunflowers in the back and the roses, and it looks like in the front you have a calendar with the 14th marked of February. And I think that's just very cute. If your partner likes bees a lot and bees are one of their favorite insect, I think this is a great set to get them. So I'm going to throw this set in front of the original puppy in the sweet but mid category. The next set we have is the Brickhead puppy. This set came out in 2019 and it's going to cost you around $20 if you want it today. This set is very similar to the bee in the way it's a brickhead and it's holding the heart in the front, and in its one hand it has flowers. I think this set is way better than the last puppy we saw. You can see the ears are a lot more formed. It's a brickhead, so there's not the contouring, but just the face looks cute. The eyes, the little tongue sticking out. It's just a very cute set. And I think anybody is going to like this set if you get it as a Valentine's Day gift for someone. So because of that reason, just because of how cute and adorable it is and the heart on the front, I think you could not go wrong with getting this set for someone. So I'm going to throw it in Valentine material. The last of the Brickhead Valentine's Day sets is the 2020 Bear. This set is going to cost you around $20 if you wanted to buy it today. And I like this set a lot. You got, some honey and some bees on the left. You have the bear who has a heart-shaped bow tie wearing, it's just so cute. And then in his right hand, he has a giant, maybe, I don't know if that's a lollipop or a sign, but he's holding a giant Lego heart, which is very cute. And if you look at the flowers on the right side, they're also very cute too. They have hearts all over them. It's just overall a very cute build. So I think I'm going to put this set right next to the bee. I like this set a lot. It's similar to the bee. I think the bee outshines it a little bit just because there's a little bit more going on in the bee brickhead. But I think the bear is still better than any other set in this sweet but mid category. Up next is the Valentine's Brown Bear. This set came out in 2021 and it's going to cost you around $18 if you want it today. This set is very cute. He's holding a heart in his right hand, and it's very unique how they did that build on the right hand side. They have, I think it's a 1x1 with a snot brick on the side of it. So you have a nice little heart shape. You have 3 hearts to the left. I think the hearts are shaped a little bit better than the dog, the original dog from 2013, I think. It's shaped better than that, but they still look a little wonky in my opinion. The bear is very cute. I think it would have been better if they used the brickhead eyes. I don't know if the brickhead eyes are exclusive to brickheads and that's like a staple, but I think the brick head eyes would have made this set look a lot cuter because right now it's kind of lacking the cute aspect. Like it's a bear, but it just looks kind of like off in the face. And because of that, I think I'm going to throw it behind the Love You tiles. I think just for how simple the Love You tiles are, they really get the job done. And the brown bear, it's good, but there's so many better, animal builds that we have in this list where I think it deserves right there. Up next is the Valentine Lovebirds. This set came out in 2022, and it is a very strong set. For $30 now, you get two cute little birds and a nice build around them. You got a heart in the back and you got hearts all over the build, and it just looks like they're sitting on a tree. This set is very, very good. I love this set. As a exclusive Valentine's Day set, I think this is perfect for a couple, because one person can build one bird and one can build the other. This is a great set that you guys can sit down and build together and just work on. And I think it's one of the stronger out of the animal sets. So, in my opinion, this set is going in Valentine material and before the Brickhead's dog. Up next is the Heart Ornament from 2023. This set is going to cost you around, $8 if you want it nowadays. So very cheap and very affordable. And I think this set actually looks really good. It's got hearts all over it. It's got some nice floral essence to it. And it's shaped like a giant heart. And the shape actually looks very good. So this set is kind of hard for me to rank because I do like this set a lot. But I don't see what you would do with it. Like you could hang it up on a door, but I just don't see much display ability. And maybe that's because I'm not the target audience. I feel like this is a set you gift to a special lady in your life, and I'm not that. So maybe I don't understand where this is going to go decorating wise, but I think I'm much more of a display person, and I can't see the set displaying that well on like a shelf or anywhere in my home. So do I think the set's build is strong? Yes, but I don't think it's better than some of the other ones. So I think I'm going to put it just in front of the Love You display letters. Up next is the Love gift box. And this set is very cute. I cannot tell exactly which animal that is. It looks like a fox in my eyes, but this set is very good. It comes with an extra set of eyes that we could have maybe the fox sleeping. It's got a box of chocolates and the two plaques. I think those are stickers, but they still look really good. You got two different, you got one that says love with maybe some floral essence around it, and you have another one that says I heart you. And overall, I think the set is very cute and something you could put on a nightstand or just nearby. I think this set deserves it's really tough for me. I think it goes in Valentine material behind the dog. I think the dog is cuter, but I do like this little fox love box thing. Another set from the year 2024 is the Hedgehog Picnic Date. This set is going to cost you around $10 if you want it today. And looking at it, I think it's cute, but I don't see the full appeal. I think the kind of back build doesn't add enough. It's got spots for the hedgehog, it looks like, but they just would look out of place. And then you just have these random benches. I guess the benches can go on the builds, which would look good, but I'm just not sure how I feel about this. You get a little chocolate bar, a golden butterfly, and a ladybug. So I like the ladybug, and the hedgehogs look cute, but I'm not a huge fan of the background build and the benches. For what's a picnic, the only food I'm seeing is a chocolate bar. So I think this set is gonna have to go below the other picnic date in the sweet but mid category, and I'm gonna put it before the original bear heart. Now moving into the year 2025, I think this year is the strongest candidate for best Valentine's Day sets they had. So up first, we have the Celebration Series 2 Valentine's Day box. This set came out in 2025, like I said, and the average price for this set is around $13. You know, we look at this set and the heart looks amazing. It's a box that can open up and the bow on the front is really cute. The shaping is amazing and I like the floral essence around the box. The only thing I don't understand is on the left if those are chocolates or something else. The only thing I can think they'd be is chocolates, but they don't look like chocolates. So I'm kind of confused on what their thought process was with the build on the side there, but overall, the main focus point of this build looks amazing. The bow is done really well. The box you can see has depth to it that you can open up and actually, maybe put something inside. Like I said, jewelry or even something else. So I think this set is gonna have to go in the front runner spot of the sweet but mid. The next set of 2025 is the Love Bears. This set costs around $20 and I think this set is adorable. I got this set for my girlfriend and she absolutely loved it. We have the bear on the left holding a nice bouquet of flowers with a heart nose, which is very cute. And the on the right side we have a panda bear, I think holding some chocolates. It also has the same heart-shaped nose. And you can make these characters hold hands, which is very adorable. I also like the build for the heart in the back. It looks very good and probably one of my favorite heart builds that we've seen out of all these sets. It just looks very smooth and flush and I like it a lot. I think overall this set has to go in the second spot of Valentine material. This set is really strong for what it is. And the last set of 2025 is the Sweetheart Tweety Bird. This set will go around $25 if you want it today. It is a very, very, very cute build. I'm a big fan of Looney Tunes and Tweety Bird was just awesome as a kid. I think you get a lot out of this set. The cloud build is really cute. You get a bunch of different color hearts. You get the normal red heart tile, but you get just also a bigger red heart brick, and you get a bunch of little white hearts around the build. And the Tweety Bird face looks really cute. It's got the iconic huge head, and I just think overall this is the strongest Valentine's Day set I have seen out of all the ones released. So because of that opinion, this is going to be the one set that goes in the perfect match. I think this set is adorable. This may be showing a little bit of bias because not everybody is a big fan of Looney Tunes or Tweety Bird, but I think if you grew up on the, Looney Tunes cartoons, this is a perfect set. All right, we're getting down the wire here. We're in the year 2026, and the first set of 2026 is the Love Letters. The cheapest you can get the set on Bricklink for in the US is $25. We look at the set, and it is very strong. It's got some nice floral accents on the love, and the heart that they use for the V is very cute. So I think the set is a little tough to rank. Our list is starting to fill out here, and there's not many spots where I'm sure the set goes. I think this set is a very good display piece, but I think once the holiday of Valentine's is over, it kind of has to be taken down because it doesn't fit. But I think I'm still gonna put this set in Valentine material. This is gonna go before the little fox build gift box, but after the puppy brickhead. And lastly, we have the Penguins in Love set. This set goes for around $20 on Bricklink, and it was a gift with purchase. We take a look at this set, and it is very cute. You have two penguins that have heart tile eyes. I think that is very cute. You got the one with the fish in the mouth and the hearts in the middle, and they are standing on a iceberg, which the water shaping around it is in the shape of a heart. I think that is a very unique choice for what they decided to do as the base build, and the penguins look amazing. This set, I think, is also a very strong contender. I think I'm gonna have to throw this set just behind the Lovebirds set. Just because the birds are a little bit more vibrant and there's more color there, and there's a little bit more heart themes around, and it feels more Valentine's Day. I like the penguins, but I think the Lovebirds has a little bit out. Now that we're at the end, we have one spot left, and that is the block and delete. I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to throw one set in here. And if we look at the Just Friends category, I think it's pretty obvious which set deserves to go in the block and delete. And that set is the flowers. This set is very underwhelming for what it is. You know, if we look at the Lego market now, there's so many better flower sets. And if your Valentine is getting you this one, which is probably the cheapest and also the ugliest looking, I think it just shows how much effort they put into you, and that is none. They don't care about you. And if that's what they think you deserve as a Valentine's Day gift, you block and delete them and move on, because obviously they aren't the one. But let me know what you guys thought about this video. It's a little bit of a new idea for me, you know, doing tier lists. It's not new in the concept of YouTube, but I've never done a video like this. Let me know what you guys think. I think it was very fun to be able to rank each of these Valentine's Day sets just before the holiday comes. So let me know in the comments, are you guys going to be buying any of these Valentine's Day sets for your partner? Or are you just going to pass on the holiday because, you know, you ain't got a Valentine? But let me know in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.